Hi there, and welcome to a new Null to 10 trip report. Today we start our journey at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Windhoek, Namibia. Looking forward to a flight on the Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, since this is the last day of a long safari trip.
Don't like communication. That's why the reason I want.
We need to get to ASCO car hire first to pick up some other people of Outgroup to eventually head to the airport together. And there we are on our way with a collective bus en route to Hosea Kutako International Airport, Windhoek. In Namibia, you always need to be attentive for any wildlife crossing the road. After a 45 minutes ride, we finally made it to the terminal building, where we head to the Ethiopian Airlines check-in counters straight away in order to get rid of our bags as soon as possible. Somehow, I bought too many souvenirs and food, but luckily, Ethiopian allows for a total of 46 kilos of luggage in economy class. Some snacks, and a quick double check before heading to security check and passport control. Windhoek's airport is really small, which makes all distances very short. But be sure not to be too early, since spending time there can become boring fast. Having passed all these checks, and having completed the departure form for whatever reason, we find ourselves in a departure hall of manageable size with just a handful of gates. There are a few restaurants and shops for those of you who forgot essential souvenirs or who want to drink a farewell beer after a beautiful African holiday. Just a couple of minutes later, the inbound flight ET835 arrives, getting ready for a quick turnaround. Shortly after, people started to queue at Gate 1, which is going to be our departure gate today.
You know, all of them, they're getting more or less the same.
Boarding an airplane here in Namibia is really straightforward. You just walk there, and that's it. No gangway, no bus. Look at these massive engines. Those will propel us all the way to Addis Ababa today. I was lucky enough to be amongst the first to board. This means that I am able to show you a totally empty Dreamliner cabin. Our assigned seat today is 11J today, which is actually the first row of the economy class. Look at all these seats waiting impatiently for more passengers to arrive. Rows 11 and 12 are located directly next to the galley, which was not bothersome at all. Quite the contrary, this fact means you will be served food first. The legroom is fantastic here. You can always get up whenever you want without disturbing your neighbor. Solely the infotainment system had some flaws which a technician, which we called, was able to fix quickly. Time for the safety briefing.
Our safety demonstration, and we appreciate your complete attention during this safety demonstration. After takeoff, we'll serve hot light meal and drinks. We wish you a pleasant flight with us. Thank you.
Airlines always gives priority for the safety of its customers. Now we demonstrate the safety features on this aircraft.
In case of loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop in front of you. When this occurs, place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Make sure your mask is well adjusted before helping others.
Aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited. Keep your seat bags and tray tables in an upright position.
Finally, we are taxiing to the runway. Ethiopian 834, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 08. Wind 340 degrees at 8 knots. Look at this beautiful African savanna landscape. Time to check out the infotainment system.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off and you may unfasten your seatbelt. However, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated. You may not turn on your laptop computers and other personal electronic devices. Thank you. የበይነ መረብ አገልግሎት የምትሹ መንገደኞቻችን የበረራ አስተናጋጆቻችን በተለይ ገንዘብም ሆነ ከክሬዲት ዴቢት ካርድ የሚያደርጉትን ግዢ ሊያግዝዎት ዝግጁ መሆናቸውን ስንገልጽ በደስታ ነው። ለተለያዩ የአየር ሰዓት ጥቅሎች በተለያዩ ዋጋዎች ስላዘጋጀን መጠቀም የምትችሉ መሆኑን እንገልጻለን። ለቀልጣፋ የኢንተርኔት አጠቃቀም መተግበሪያዎቹ ያለ እርስዎ ፈቃድ ራሳቸውን እንዳያዘምኑ ይቆጣጠሩ። እንዲሁም ለክላውድ9 መንገደኞቻችን ነፃ የበይነ መረብ አገልግሎት እንዳለ ለማሳወቅ እንወዳለን። የበረራ አስተናጋጆች ለበይነ መረብ አገልግሎት የሚሆኑ ኮድ ያቀርቡላቸዋል። እናመሰግናለን።
Cruising northeast bound over Namibia, which is about 2.5 times the size of Germany. For me, the in-flight map is the best in-flight entertainment. It is always so interesting to know what lies beneath. Now it is time to explore the Dreamliner cabin as well as the lavatories, just after a small glimpse of the business class. The lavatories are pretty standard. Not many amenities are provided what is okay for a day flight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your first officer speaking from the flight. My name is David. Here's me, Captain Andre, and our team leader for today's Hosea as well as the entire crew. Once again, welcome aboard Ethiopian Airlines flight number 834 from Windhoek to Addis Ababa. To give you some information concerning our flight, 33 minutes have elapsed departure, and currently we are cruising at a assigned level, which is 41,000 feet or around 12,500 meters. Today, our route after leaving Namibian airspace northeast will be at our destination Addis, and we are estimating to arrive our destination 25 past 8 p.m. on the evening. And the weather in our route shows good weather, but due to sudden change direction and speed of the winds, if there is any bumpiness, we'll let you know. On behalf of Ethiopian Airlines and the entire crew, once again, welcome aboard flight number 834. Have a nice flight.
I am getting hungry, so let's get back to our seat and get prepared for the meal service. A typical bulkhead seat table. Not pretty stable, but it works. Cruising at 41,000 feet is pretty high, but nothing special for the 787 Dreamliner. The Namibia-Angola border, naturally formed by the Okavango River. There were 2 meal options to choose from. I opted for the chicken option. Along with the main course, there was a chickpea salad, a bread roll, butter, and cookies. Here, the Zambezi River meanders through the Zambian landscape while some turbulence kicked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are passing through turbulent weather, the captain has turned the seatbelt sign on. Please fasten your seatbelts and remain seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Thank you.
Der Kapitän hat die Anschnallzeichen eingeschaltet. Bitte bleiben Sie daher auf Ihren Plätzen und legen Sie Ihren Sicherheitsgurt an, solange das Anschnallzeichen eingeschaltet ist. Vielen Dank.
Somehow I was still hungry, so I asked the crew politely for some more food. Here you can compare to 2 meal options available. This is the pasta. Honestly, I found the chicken to be more delicious. We are still cruising over Zambia, such a large country. By the way, there were unlimited drinks available, also alcoholic ones, even though I refrained from testing them. Meanwhile, over Tanzania, the sun began to set, and before we knew it, it became pitch black and dark outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching to land. Cabin crew will now walk through the aisle collecting used service items and prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Having successfully crossed Kenya, we are continuously approaching Ethiopia.
Wir schätzen Ihre Anmerkungen und Ihre Kritik sehr, da Sie uns somit helfen, unseren Service an Bord stetig zu verbessern. Bitte füllen Sie daher unsere digitalen Fragebögen aus, welche in Ihrem persönlichen Entertainment-System hinterlegt sind. Für Hilfe beim Ausfüllen des Fragebogens wenden Sie sich bitte an unser Kabinenpersonal. Vielen Dank.
Buckle up, we now prepare for landing. I leave the enjoyment of the final approach to you now. We hear us after landing.
እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። አሁን አዲስ አበባ ኢትዮጵያ ቦሌ ዓለም አቀፍ አየር ማረፊያ ያለና በሀገራችን ሰዓት አቆጣጠር ከምሽቱ 2:25 ነው። ለደህንነታችሁ ጥንቃቄ ሲባል ቀበቷችሁን ታጠቁ የሚለውን ምልክት እስከሚጠፋ ድረስ እንደተቀመጣችሁ እንድትቆዩ እንጠይቃለን። ማንኛውም የኤሌክትሮኒክስ መሳሪያ ለመጠቀም ሆነ ስብሰባ ለማድረስ የእንግዳ ማረፊያና የተፈቀደ ቦታ እስከምትደርሱ እንድትታገሱን በትህትና እንጠይቃለን። ከላይ የሚገኙትን የሻንጣ ማስቀመጫዎች ስትከፍቱ ዕቃ እንዳይወድቅባችሁ እንድትጠነቀቁ እያስታወስን ከአውሮፕላን ከመውረዳችሁ በፊት ምንም ዕቃ አለማንሳታችሁን እንድታረጋግጡ ልናስታውሳችሁ እንወዳለን። ከአውሮፕላን ለመውረድ እርዳታ የምትሹ መንገደኞቻችን ሌሎች መንገደኞች ወርደው እስኪጨርሱ ድረስ እንደተቀመጣችሁ እንድትቆዩ እየጠየቅን የበረራ አስተናጋጆቹ መጥተው እንደሚረዷችሁ እናሳውቃለን። ጉዟችሁን በሌላ በረራ የምትቀጥሉ መንገደኞቻችን ተጨማሪ መረጃ ወይም እርዳታ ካስፈለጋችሁ በጣቢያው የሚገኙትን የኢትዮጵያ አየር መንገድ ሰራተኞች እንድታነጋግሩ እንጠይቃለን። አዲስ አበባ የምትገቡ የክላውድ ናይን መንገደኞቻችን የሼር ማይልስ የስታራሊያት ጎልድ አባሎቻችሁን ሻንጣዎቻችሁን በተርሚናል 2 ውስጥ ለእናንተ በተዘጋጀው ሻንጣ ምን ወልካም ዊ ሃቭ ጀስት ላንድድ አት አዲስ አበባ ኢትዮጵያ ቦሌ ኢንተርናሽናል ኤርፖርት. The local time is 25 minutes past 8 p.m. For your safety and comfort, we ask you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign is off. We remind you to wait until you enter the terminal to use any electronic device or not to smoke on designated areas.
Thank you for joining me on this inter-African trip on Ethiopian Airlines. I hope you join me on another 010 trip report soon again.